Check. Mic check. Good, whatever. Good morning. It is Sunday. Sunday? It's like a 3-day weekend or something. How's it going there? The almighty Dag on TV. Heidi-o, thank you for coming in, guys. I know most of the people I know don't play this game. So I do thank you for coming in. Because of all the games coming out this year that I'm interested in, we'll be switching it up this year because of the games coming out. We got the beta. Hey now. We got the beta for in a month, less than a month, for Diablo 4 coming up. So kind of stoked about that. And we get 2 weekends. See, we get 2 weekends. So 17th to 19th and then 24 to 26. So after that, we're obviously going to have a much better feel. We're definitely going to have a better feel for the game. Which is a good thing. So let's talk about progression here. I unlocked Phase 4 yesterday. I was making that stuff, for the space elevator. So Tier 5 and 6 is available now. And oil processing is what we want to unlock. And then we're going to start popping hard drives. Start popping hard drives. There's stuff for oil I want. There's stuff for... there's a few other things for low-level stuff that I'm looking forward to as well. This game, if it wasn't for Factorio, I don't know if this game would exist. It is like Factorio, but it's in a 3D environment, as opposed to being a top-down game. And me personally, I much prefer this kind of situation here. A lot of stuff in the game like this is inspired by Factorio for sure. I played the demo for Factorio, and it's just not for me. I've tried the demo like 3 times, and I don't like. It's just too old. It's just too old for me. There may be some top-down build-it games that I play in the future that are on the way out, but I won't play Factorio, but it's definitely, this is like Factorio. But there are some differences. I think the nodes are limited in Factorio. The nodes are unlimited here. I think Factorio has an end. There really is no end here because of all the stuff you can do. How's it going, Tear Gas? I tried to come back to New World and start a new character and do all this stuff, and the game is in really good shape, but what's that song? You've lost that loving feeling. I just don't want to go through it again with New World, and partially it's it's one of those things. It's me, it's not you. I just don't want to play big MMOs, I think, is what's going on. Big MMOs, huge guilds, grouping up, and I don't know. New World's a good game, but I just don't, I just don't want to be, and it's like, everything is like in a game like that. There's no set it and forget it. You got to be dialed in, plugged in, and I don't want to do that. That's why I like something like this. I could set up a bunch of stuff and then let it run, and then go do things. Kind of more interested in single player into co-op-ish games if necessary. Big MMOs, I just don't know if I want to do it anymore. But New World definitely righted the ship from what I can see, no doubt about it. And it's a good price too. I mean, New World's a good value, no question. Okay, we're gonna unlock oil processing. Then I swear to God, we're gonna start popping these frickin' hard drives. I got 20 of them, and then we're gonna start working on other factories. We're gonna work on a rod factory first. So we're making a bunch of little stuff, and then now we got to come back and like make legit factories for everything, starting with the lowest and moving up. It's kind of where we are. And then I'm not going to use trains so much. We're going to attempt to use a lot of vehicles. I got a bad feeling about it, but that's what we're going to do. Yeah, maybe it's better to watch. I don't know. I'd rather watch a 40-man raid in World of Warcraft or whatever than actually be in on it with some guild leader yelling at you. The more mechanics they put into dungeons, the less I actually want to run them. They just don't, they over-mechanic them, and then, I gotta sit there for 8 hours a night with my guild going through everything. I don't want to do that. We need motors, and I think I made some last night off stream. There's 50 right there. Wow. Like a perfect number. Rotors and stators. Okay, we'll be making factories for everything. There'll be a factory for rotors, a factory for stators, a factory for motors. It's just really about the logistics of moving things around. Instead of trains, obviously I'm not using conveyor belts between factories. Instead of trains, we're going to try to use a lot of vehicles to move stuff around. And see how bad it gets, or whatever. I'm going to have to build a fueling station, I think. Okay, let's start loading this stuff in, get oil processing unlocked, get over to where I'm just not going to think about it. I know I got to make factories. We're okay on power. I got 1,800 off the coal generators, but now that if we unlock oil, soon we got to look at this again. We need oil power. But, before you can... Hey, how's it going? Log in. Just stick with BDO. BDO is a different animal. BDO is... It's kind of like you can go 99% of the time and you're just doing your own thing. Hey now! You could totally treat BDO like like your own world kind of thing. Yeah, that's right. I mean, it's all the AFK stuff in BDO. AFK processing. BDO, you can treat it totally like you don't have to, unless you're in a guild and you do PvP stuff, but otherwise, yeah, but I like, BDO is almost too much of a good thing. It's got so much. The last time I played, that's all I was doing. My first big thing for me was, well, wait a minute, not crates. I was making crates for delivery to the delivery person, not making crates to move across the desert or anything like that. I was making stuff to deliver to like that trader or whatever, and then you just keep working up the progression on that. Unfortunately, yeah, the ships, it's another really in-depth system. Unfortunately, you can only do so much per day on the turn-ins on that, but all my gameplay was kind of just focused on going through that, and then I had all these farms set up and stuff. Yeah, BDO is the problem with BDO, of course, is like you talk about well, if you don't do PvP, then what's your, What's your goal? I would say slow down. Go to every town, interact with everyone, become involved with the lore or something, I guess. To me, world bosses are just like stupid. I mean, it's just the stupidest thing I've ever seen in a video game. Especially like that. What idea? Fallout 76. Yeah, I'm not really into PvP per se. But Hideo like, I prefer watching you do Fallout 76 over what? Like over anything over this game, over BDO, over... I'm not streaming BDO anymore. I'm not playing or streaming BDO anymore. I'm done with that. I've had enough. It's a great game, but I'm moving on. We got Starfield coming. Yeah. I don't blame you, Hideo. This is for Satisfactory, like if you don't play this game, like if you don't like this game and play this game, I don't know why you would want to watch. You know, for me, I love having Satisfactory streams up because I just want to see what people are doing because I'm so involved in the game, you know. But it's going to change. I mean, we got Starfield coming. We got Diablo 4, you know. Fallout 7. Fallout 76. Damn, Hideo. That's ooh, this is what I want, a conveyor belt. This is what I need to get. But look at what I need for it, you know. So why, you know, we're still going to be in coal power for a while. Because just unlocking something doesn't mean that, you know, you'll be able to do anything about it yet. Because you need materials to make this stuff. So this is going to be pretty big right here. I gotta see what you need to make this stuff. I don't have a factory for heavy modular frames right now. So that's gonna be, you know... I just want to unlock this so that I could start popping alternate hard drives to hope to get some of the alternate recipes I need, you know, for this. Yeah, I know, Hideo. I know, guys. This is kind of like, you know... If you don't play this game... then it's probably not easy to watch someone play it. MW2... that's why I stopped playing MW2. I think it's too early for me. Modern Warfare or something? Oh, this is like a PvP thing, right? Ooh... Trains are way down, way down, way down, way down. Yeah, we'll just get this unlocked, and then, you know, I'll just start popping recipes. So let's start loading this in. Copper sheets, and this. Oil is unlocked.
Oil acquisition and refining unlocked. Oil-based products can now be made. The byproducts of oil refinement can be used after further processing, as seen in the refinery. Caution. This is a reminder to minimize the chance of expiration during out-of-base activities.
Well, luckily for Hideo, well, I don't know. We got other games this year. We just gotta wait. So, Diablo 4 and Starfield are definitely on. If Ashes of Creation has Alpha 2 this year, there'll be that as well. So it's not Satisfactory all the time. There's just too much going on. I just don't have any other game I really like right now either. Yeah, that's right. Well, you play, I mean, PvP is, you know, these people are like, they take it so seriously, and that's kind of understandable because I would too. I wouldn't talk like that, but I'd be like, when you die in PvP, it doesn't feel good, you know. So these a lot of younger people, you know, when they die, they just start making excuses, you know. Let's see what it takes to make. Where's the oil extractor? Okay, motors, reinforced and cable. That's not bad at all. This is really what. Oh, okay. Huh. Refineries are motors, reinforced pipes, and so. I'm going to go over to the steel production, and I'll probably put up a industrial storage to, you know, because I'm not going to be making beams and pipes for a while. So I think I need to like get a good supply of those over there, and not in just small containers. Motors are stators and rotors. So if I like make some oil extractors. So motors is the thing I need to make to kind of get going on that. But power is not going to be available yet either. That's alternate fluid. We're going to need this probably to make fuel for the trucks, unless I just use coal everywhere. What if I used trains to move fuel around? I don't know. Where's expanded power is here, so here's MK4. Good. Oh yeah, this is what we're looking for, but look at what you need. See, computers and heavy modular frames. But to make a fuel generator, I mean, I'll just go with the coal power until I get, you know, these things going. Factories for that stuff. I don't want to get too far ahead, and then I'll be just constantly running. Yeah, there is, but you can turn it off. Thank you. You can turn off attacking monsters, which I've done on this particular. Mine's turned off right now, because it's just more of an annoyance right now. I've had to go through it so many times. Let's start popping hard drives instead of me just standing around. We're looking for some of the oil stuff, and I'm looking for a really good recipe for a really good recipe for heavy modular frames. It's because that's we're going to be that factory. I'd like to get that recipe before we make the heavy modular frame factory. Smelters. Let's make sure I have everything I need here. We're going to go out and start working on rods. What do I do? I got all these empty slots before I go over there. Let's go over and increase beams and pipes, and then we'll come over to where I'm going to be making a rod factory. But, you know, I mean, in the back of my mind, I would like to have, like, I'm very, you know, cautious. I'd like another game to kind of bring into the mix, you know. But I don't want to just start, you know, I wouldn't mind like finding another game that I really like that I could like bring in to the streaming mix, you know. Every time I look at something, I always like find a reason like, no, that's not for me. No, that's not for me. Okay, these are full, which is good, but I think I'm going to need a lot more, and it's probably going to be a while before I make a legit, like, steel factory, I think. So we might as well bump it up, and then... I mean, we'll get these guys working. All these stuff is full. Might as well be working on something. When you have unlimited, nodes are unlimited, you might as well put this stuff to work. How are we doing? We're producing 1800 stable. With the coal generators, we are not using any biomass burners now. That's a huge factor. This transition from manually feeding biomass burners, got to get out of that as soon as possible. Coal generators. So, and I've got a road up here. I've got a truck delivering iron ore from way over there into a truck station here. Here's the iron ore coming down. We have 2 pure coal nodes here to work with in the future. Part of this is splitting off to actually go to be used as fuel into the truck stop. That's fine for this small thing. But for, like, for creating, like, for having truck... Hey, there he is right there. If I'm going to have a lot of trucks moving stuff around between factories in this biome, it's going to, like, I got to think about the fuel for stuff. So this is going to be like a main highway, like a north-south kind of highway, down near the bottom of the biome. So I'll have to, like, create some other highways. I don't know. I mean, do I put on-ramps? How's that going to work? I'm not sure. I mean, I could easily just do this save and do trains and, you know, be done with it. But I've already done that before. So what do? Like, is this an on-ramp onto here? Well, this side goes this way, so... It would have to be an on-ramp like this. Yeah, it would have to be like this. Wait. It would have to be like this. So there's an on-ramp. If there's a factory here, it needs to get something over there. I could just build like little side roads, and I could just build on-ramps to like the main freeways. Something like that. What's going to happen when I got 20 trucks running on these roads? Is the pathing going to be okay? As long as they don't come at each other, you know. I mean, it's kind of like trains, I feel like trains have kind of made vehicles a little bit obsolete. Trains are so much better across the board for a number of reasons. But you unlock vehicles first. But you can just drive around on vehicles and move stuff. You don't have to like try to automate it. You could wait for trains on that. But, you know, I'm like, well, for this save, I don't want to just do trains because I've done that already. So I want to try something different and try to see how far I could push the vehicle stuff. Okay, over here is a node, and we're going to do, I gotta start going on the rod factory. We did heavy work with the blueprint stuff yesterday and showed how that kind of just got slid in there with update 7. And if you really start using the blueprint thing, you'll realize, wow, this is kind of a game changer, just like zooping was, you know. So I've already, yesterday on stream, we created blueprints for smelter, and I'm gonna just make them very specific. Here's 8 for iron ingots on the smelters. We've got constructors for 8 for screws, constructors for rods. So instead of laying down a generic and then making changes to it, we'll just make new blueprints that are very specific. That'll make life even easier in the future. Okay, this is going to be a rod factory. We build everything on pure nodes to start. And so we, over by my base, if you want to call it that, we have a pure iron node. Well, we brought it up, we made ingots, and then we kind of threw that into a bunch of machines to make plates, screws, rods, rotors, modular frames. That's all temporary. We got to start splitting that out now. Now we're going to create specific factories that make those things. So yesterday on stream, we made a factory that just makes screws. And we're actually dumping those into truck stops at that factory. Truck stations. So there's 3 truck stations there, which are going to be used to move screws somewhere else. So we're going to do the same thing here with rods. So we'll start pulling away from that, what we did earlier. So that factory where I was doing everything over by the base, that's going to be a plate factory. And then for rotors, we'll make a separate factory for rotors, and we'll use trucks to bring the stuff over there. Same for modular frames. We'll make a separate factory for modular frames, and we'll use trucks to bring stuff over there. We got to make a nice grid here of roads and stuff, and then see how it goes. And then we'll need, and we'll just keep going up from there. So we need heavy modular frames, Oh, then we got to make a factory for encased beams. This kind of stuff. Heavy modular frames, we'll make a factory for that, and we got to bring all that stuff in. My last build, I did it all with trains. All with trains. So why do I want to do trains this time? It'll just be a repetition of what I just did on the last one. How's it going, Yukon? Thanks for coming in. Hey, man, what's going on here? Why aren't you drilling? Where's the power? Looks to me like we got power hooked up in here. Or are you just full? Okay, you're just full. Yeah, yellow means you have power, but you can't do anything. Red means no power. Oop. And so what we'll do is we're going to be popping hard drives. That's one of the most fun things for me to do. And I love doing it on stream. So we'll just slap down, wherever we are, we'll just put down a MAM, and then we'll take a look. Oh, God, give me a break. I guess we'll go wire. Caterium ingots into wire. And so 120 per minute? Hell yeah. Oh, really? For work? Oh, nice. Rain is coming in like midweek next week to Los Angeles. Let's take this one. If you need a lot of wire, that's not a bad one. I'm hoping to get the ones for oil, and I'm hoping for the one for heavy modular frames that uses concrete instead of screws. If I can get that right up front, that would be great. Okay, we're gonna go, this layer is rods. So we're going to put smelters down for iron ingots. Do I have the goodies? I want the power to the left. And we got to see where this is going to line up. That's right center. That's just right in the center. The power of the blueprint. So that looks like center. Let's just bring that about right there. Damn. Before update 7, we had to just hand build all this crap every time. Let's make sure this lines up. Boom. Okay, that's good. And these guys are already pre-set for iron ingots, and then I use smart filters, smart splitters. I don't use regular splitters. It's a great way to load balance into this stuff. So these fill before it goes to the next one. So that's why I try to get AI limiters. That's why I log in. I try to get AI limiters unlocked early in the MAM for that purpose. Oh, yesterday's stream I couldn't upload to YouTube. Hey now! YouTube blocked the video because we did the coverage of the IGN stream. YouTube immediately said, blocked, no one can see it, no revenue, nothing. I'm like, Jesus, like, who cares? It's like, give me a break. That was like, and so I'm like, well, I just deleted it off YouTube because I wouldn't be able to even make it. No revenue, it's completely blocked, no one will see it, you know. Oh, good, there's power right there. Just because I covered, half an hour of the IGN thing. So YouTube saw that or whatever, their software. Like, who gives a crap? Like that has any value, YouTube is weird. Yeah, what decade are we in? What's weird? YouTube is so weird. Like, so I made a separate video yesterday about, it was like 2 minutes long, talking about, like, hey, we got beta dates for Diablo 4. Quick little video. It's like, after a whole day, it's got like 40 views. Like a month ago, I made a video on Diablo 4 where I'm like, okay, yeah, purchased Diablo 4. Here's my thoughts so far. Here's my thoughts on the open world. I made a stupid video like that, 6 minutes long. I threw it up to YouTube, like instantly. Like instantly. The views started piling up. Like within 10 minutes. Every hour was getting 150, 200 views. Up to, that video got 2,500 views or something in like 3 days. Why would that get so much visibility and views? And then another one for Diablo 4, like no one sees it. Just, is it because of the words that you put in your title of the video and then YouTube catches on to something? I don't know. Oh, did we not update this one to hook up the power? We got to update this blueprint to hook up little power lines to the smelters. I mean, it'll save us like 10 seconds worth of work. Okay, we're putting 270 out. It's all we can do right now is 270. 270 divided by 30 is 9. So 2, 4, so we actually have to get rid of one of these. We don't have to get rid of it. Just turn the power off. Because as we get more, I mean, we'll be like adding on to this later as we get more belt speeds. So 9. So there's 9. There's 9. So now we just tie these together and run them upstairs, and then we start making, then we lay down our blueprints for rods. And then we bring that down into truck stops, and we're done with rods in a very short period of time. Yeah, if that's what people do, they change things so that the software doesn't get it, and I'm just, for me, it's like, you know, not worth doing. Now we got a plan for future expansion here, so we're gonna build way out. But we don't have to, you know, I mean, rods, you know. Once you've got, you know, once you're really full up on, you know, reinforced plates and all that stuff. I'm telling you, you know, and then, like, eventually, everything's going to just stop. Because you're going to finish making, you know, turbo motors and all that. And then you're gonna eventually make all that crap that's needed to unlock the final phase, which is just a placeholder. And then all your production is like, well, it's all gonna stop. That's why for me, at this current state of the game, you know, you gotta create your own endgame if you want really to push your production. Do you want to take that in-game stuff and sync it for coupons to push pressure on all your stuff? Well, I found, to me, I mean, I've tried that before like a year ago. It's not a lot of motivation when you know, there's nothing in the coupon store worth buying anymore. You know, they need to update the coupon store with, you know, hopefully they're just working on a bunch of stuff they're holding back on for launch, so they have a huge amount of stuff for launch. So what I'm doing with the current iteration of this game as my quote-unquote end game, because I'm not going to sit here all day just making a bunch of pretty looking buildings. You know, I always want to do that, and then I get bored really fast. Like, really fast. So I create my own endgame to push a lot of stuff. And for me, after my last save, I've determined the best thing for my endgame, and I would like to share that with people, in case they're looking for some kind of endgame too. Everybody's putting out revealed vid, but the word, yeah, what the devs aren't telling you, yeah. Yeah, that's how YouTube works. You just never know what they don't want you to know. What we'll probably end up doing, login, like for Starfield, because there's going to be so many quests and stuff. Ooh, let's go. We'll probably make quest guides and stuff like that. I think we'll do pretty good on YouTube with Starfield if I just, you know, focus, like play the game. When I see something that's like, oh, you know, this, make a video on that, get that up to YouTube. I think Starfield, if, you know, Starfield guides probably are going to do pretty well. And then on this game, I mean, you know, there's been guide makers for this game for like 4 years now. And I think like someone named Total Eclipse is probably the biggest, I would think, the most well known. And even when he streams on Twitch, I mean, he maxes, and I mean maxes out at about 150 viewers. And that's the biggest, most well-known content creator for this game. Satisfactory is going to be another one of those things where, like, for new streamers, they may get some visibility, you know, on this a little bit because there's not a lot of streamers for it. But it's like, you know, Neverwinter was like, you could get some visibility, but you're never going to get big, you know. You're never going to get rich streaming a game like this. So, and I don't know, I mean, there's someone else that gets a lot of viewers for this game, but I got to look, like, I didn't look into it any further. When I was in that stream a couple months ago, he had 550 viewers and his chat was dead. So I don't know if I can't confirm or deny what's going on there. I'd have to go, if I cared, you know, I'd look into it. I just don't care. I'm not certain. I'm not streaming this game in order to try to get big on Twitch. That's for sure. I just love, you know, it's just kind of like I was gone for 4 months, and this is the game I was actually playing while I was gone, you know. So I'm just kind of like, you know, let me get back into streaming, see if I like it still, and why don't I just go ahead and do a game that I actually like to play, you know. That could change at some point, you know. We're just I'm waiting for some other stuff.
Hey now.
Waiting for some other games and stuff like that. And I don't want to take that away from this game. This game, I really love this game a lot. But it's just, we need to see what they're doing, you know. We need to see what they come out with in the future. There's a lot of sandboxy nature to this game, so we got to kind of, you know, do our own. And I don't know if there's much more they can do. I mean, they're going to break their own game trying to, you know, keep adding stuff. I don't know. They're going to line up. We'll bring these together and then up. I'm giving plenty of room for future growth. I'd say that's good enough. Is that center? Pretty much. We'll create another layer up top and then we'll make rods. And we probably load in a blueprint. Did I load in another, Yeah, we're popping hard drives. Ugh, God. I'm getting trolled. I guess we're just gonna go with cable. Come on, man. Give me what I want. I hate hunting for hard drives. Yeah, everyone's streaming. Yeah, like, there's just, like, there's probably, I don't know how to say this, but I mean, of course, people can stream if they want, you know, but, how's it going? Hello? It's not, I mean, you know, if people want to stream, they can stream if they want. I just, you know, don't expect, you know, if someone were to take Twitch as a whole and like you take away the view botting first of all, and then do like what is the average number of viewers per streamer on Twitch? It's probably something like 2, you know, or 1.5. So if if you stream and you get 3 viewers, you're way above the average, you know? How's it going, Ka? You're rocking and rolling. Is that Gooch? What I'm gonna do, since I'm kind of back to streaming, to me, Satisfactory will always be a part of my life, and there'll always be something I want to do. But I do want to find like a little something else to mix in, you know. I don't want to get burnt out. And we're waiting for update 8 now also. So what I'm doing right now is, I don't want to just go on my main save and start doing stuff that I feel like is just like, you know, let me make a factory to see how many screws per minute I can make. I just, you know, to me, I just don't like I don't care. So I thought, well, why don't I just start a new save? And let's try to, you know, let's help new players if any new players come in. And then I'll push something new for me, which is just a lot of vehicles, since trains have kind of taken over, at least within the biome. So that's what I thought about doing. Until, you know, while we're waiting for like the update 8 and then with the official release of the game. But I'm totally open to like, you know, finding a new game to kind of mix in, you know. A new. That's not an MMO. And that's not top down, not this, not this. It can't be an MMO, an ARPG, an RP. Can't be top down. Well, there's about 2 games that are available that you might want to look into. Can't be top down. Can't be anime. No guns. No PvP. You know, and no this, no that. And then you're going to say, well, you know what? Why don't you just play Satisfactory? There's your game. There's your game. It's just, I mean, based on your criteria, there's only 1 game left for you to play and stream. That's one right here. How's it going, Gail? Yeah, that's why I'm trying to go slow. I don't want to unlock all the tiers. Because, you know, that's why Endgame. Oh, I forgot to finish the thought on Endgame. I mean, so March 17th through the 19th, we have Beta 1, and then the next weekend we have Beta 2 for Diablo 4. We will be streaming that, obviously. I have found the perfect end game for... You know what? I don't know if I like this here. I found the perfect end game for this game. How many uranium nuclear reactors can you make? And keep running. Stable power. How many? I'm talking more than 60. I'm talking more than 80. I'm talking more than 100. How many? Uranium, I don't say plutonium reactors because I don't like how it works. You're going to have to take plutonium, the uranium waste, make plutonium rods and sink them. Otherwise, you got to store that waste in containers. I just don't like it. Hopefully, they'll come out with some way to process that. But anyway, here's a great end game. How many uranium reactors can you make? And I'm talking more than 60. Talking more than 100. You have to use alternate recipes for that. People coming into this game, I got this all unlocked. Oh, uranium. Oh, all I need is concrete and nitric acid or sulfuric acid. Oh, I made two towers. Two uranium towers. Ooh, I'm an expert now, or I'm done. No, that's not what I'm talking about. That's not what I'm talking about. How many uranium reactors can you make and keep that power stable all the way through? And I'm talking more than 60, more than 80, more than 100. Watch what happens. The thing about power, what I just said, uranium power, the thing about it is that it is a constant pull on materials. So when you set up all your structure, your builds for feeding one thing into another on uranium power, yeah, I mean, I forgot about, we'll talk about quantities. Something I forgot about, which I'm not going to forget on this build. If it'll work. I'm worried about these trucks I'm trying to use. But the thing about uranium power is, and the processing of the waste, it is a constant pull on the inputs. Constant. If you need so much quick wire building uranium cells, you're always going to need that. Every second, every minute. It doesn't stop. It doesn't stop unless your stuff starts breaking down for one reason or another. The processing of the waste, the inputs don't stop. You need them constantly. The electromagnetic control rods that are needed to make the rods for plutonium and uranium, constant. It's a constant pull. A constant pull. That will test a whole bunch of your systems in the game. The other thing is, if you don't do that, you can have all kinds of problems and still get by, because eventually everything ends. All the way up through nuclear pasta. I mean, once you make enough stuff to unlock the final tier, which is a placeholder, you actually don't need to make anything anymore. You don't need to make anything anymore. Unless you're going to keep emptying all those end game things and sink them in for coupons or something. So once you get everything done, all your systems are backed up and they're just sitting there with nothing to do. You want to see if you want to push and see if you have a good build across this map. What I have found, like with my last play, is, oh my God. Make a bunch. I made 20 nuclear power plants, uranium. Then I'm like, well, let me make 40, and I just holy crap, I'm running out of everything. I had to go back and go through all these just change a bunch of stuff and make new factories, and it was a great experience. So I ended up making 60. And I thought to myself, damn, what about 80? What about 100? What would that do? Look at how much of the map I would have to start using. It would be amazing. So if it's 252, the one thing I didn't do on my last build, and I don't know, like, there's an alternate recipe that uses beacons and heavy on the crystal oscillators that gets you 0.6 rods per minute instead of zero point 0.4 on the other alternate recipe. I didn't even know, I didn't even look at that. So that would get you even more. If that, you know, that to me, that would be the thing. If you can get 0.6 instead of 0.4, use that recipe. But I saw beacons in there and I'm like, what, beacons? Like, are beacons going away? Like, why are beacons in this thing? So I kind of got afraid, and I did the other alternate recipe, which does 0.4 instead of the 0.6. So if I do go that route, maybe it does add up to 252. I think the most, the constraint is the amount of uranium. And I was running, I think there's you're talking 3 sites, 600, 600, and 300 fully maxed. So that would be 1,500 uranium per minute, unless I got something wrong there. And I use drone ports to move them over. Drones are great for moving uranium over. So that would be an end game. Oh, come on. Someone give me something. Oh, okay. I could have used this yesterday. This one right here. I could have used this yesterday. This one. You know, I didn't know about this. From 5 per minute up to 8. Okay. I think I gotta take this in case I need it in the future. This is the one I could have used yesterday right here. Okay, we'll just keep popping. Oh, where's my oil recipes? Where's HOR? Where's diluted? Where is it? Where is it? I unlocked oil processing. What am I doing? Come on, give me some good recipes. Hunting hard drives is not fun for me. Okay, let's go ahead and actually, yeah, maybe this would be a good place for a ramp. I don't know. Did I just blend one into the other? Let's hook this up. Get ingots going upstairs. And then we're going to make a bunch of rods. Man, if we could get over to and just think of the pull on all your production as you cross 100, let alone 200. There's to me, you want end game, that's your end game. Problem with that is you'll be making so much power. Unfortunately, you won't need that power. You won't need it. Thank you for that, Gail. A simpler time. That is dead center. What do we have here for this? I need constructor. Oh, what? I have, yeah, of course I have constructors for rods, of course. Because I needed those for the screws. Dun, 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 dun. Let's get this right. About like... The only problem is if you make a mistake, you have to go in and delete all this stuff. It's no fun. So I want to make sure, you know, I do it and do it right the first time. That's a good sign right there. Now this one, I think I do have the power going. So all I need to do is get power to this, and we're already going to start making rods. Now, if I'm bringing, am I bringing 270 up? 270 divided by 50, what? That, of course, that would be 18. So this is 8. So we can go 8, 8, 16. Yeah, I think this is 30 in, 30 out. Yeah, 30 in, 30 out. So we're going to get 270 out. So we can go 18. What did I come down here for? I need some power somewhere. I like running power. I should have built that out. I like running power underneath like this, attaching, so that when I get the hover pack, I can just float around without worry. I'll do this for now, since I haven't built it out yet. We can go, you know. By the time we get to MK5, I'll have the hover pack, and once you have a hover pack, you don't use ramps anymore. You just float around everywhere. And I like to run like this kind of stuff. Make a grid. Kind of like that. I need to buy the one where we can double, where it goes through, you know, the double one. I leave the factories open for the most part because of like future expansion, and then by the time and I always say to myself, oh, I'll come back and make everything pretty and close the factories. By the time I'm going to do that, I end up like, well, I think I've done enough, you know. It's 1,200 hours in, you know. What I could do is just stay in this biome. And, you know, don't rush through the tears. Let's plan for growth. And then start enclosing and, you know, maybe try to make this look good. Like someone saying earlier, like once you get all the tiers unlocked, you're like, well, I did it. You know, then you're like, well, what do I do now? Where's the motivation? You got to create your own motivation. Now, what I hope they do, well, I don't know what they're going to do, but if when the story comes out, if they create repeatables, like, you know, like really high-end stuff at the end game, that stresses all your systems, repeatables that we can turn in to NPCs or something, like maybe once a week or something, that would be good, because then that would put stress on all your systems. Instead of me saying, let's just do uranium plants, because that's one way to do it. And and we need, like, there needs to be high power requirements as well in the future. Whether that's by making a ton of machines or whatever, so that all that power we're creating will get used. Sir. Hey now. Why do I stream a game that Anyone I know just doesn't play this game. What the hell's going on here? Dog Thomas plays this game. Hello plays this game. Okay, we're using smart splitters on these things as a load balancer. Someone actually said that in my chat like a year ago, and I never forgot it. I'm like, wait a minute. Smart splitters to kind of make it kind of a load balancer. Nice idea. Okay, since we can do 18 and we've done 8, this is going to be just a rod factory. So this is the final output right here. Yeah, starting a new save is one of the funnest things to do in this game. Let's make sure we line this up. It don't have to be that close. I mean, give a little bit of room if you want. Line this puppy up, and as long as this belt connects, we know we did a good job. Boom. And let's hook up the power. And because we're using smart splitters, we can go ahead and hook up as much as we want. Not worry, I mean, it'll load balance out. And then all we got to do is hook up this here. So that's 16 with just a couple of clicks because of the blueprints. It's crazy. I can go up to 8. How many are so? Yeah, we'll be putting we'll be making 270 per minute. 18 times 270. So when we get 18 down, we'll be on maximum for MK3 belts. MK4 we're not going to be unlocking for a while. Let's see. Come on, give me something good. We got okay. Wet concrete we need for sure. Pure iron ingots, that's not bad. And plates, no, don't need that. We're going to need wet concrete for sure. So good. I mean, I'll take that. That's good. So you take limestone and mix it with water, create concrete, and then you can sink the concrete. So even, for example, on the nuclear, the blenders that process the waste for uranium, one of their outputs is water. And you know, you're way out there and you're creating water. What are you going to do with it? So what I do with it is I run it over to refineries and I mix it with limestone. And I bring limestone in, mix it with limestone, make concrete, and sink the concrete. So this is actually really good. Next. Where, like, I better see something. Okay, what I need is, I need the heavy modular frame recipe that uses concrete instead of screws. And then I need the all the oil stuff. Heavy oil residue, diluted fuel, recycled rubber, and recycled plastic. Those are the big 4 for me. I don't do turbo fuel. Besides, it's going to pull on sulfur. Sulfur I'm saving for nuclear. I just need 2 more. So instead of adding 2, I'll add another one of these and then just turn the power off to everything except 2, since we'll be expanding on this anyway. Making the factories is no big deal now. It's the logistics of how I want to move stuff around, especially on this save since I want to use vehicles. Truck stops take 20, that's 20 megawatts for each truck stop. What am I putting myself through? Let's make sure we have the mats for the next one. Are we okay? Yeah, we have the mats. So we're going to power down everything except 2. To give us a total of 18. But these will be used in the future. When we get to MK4 or MK5, we can come back and modify these factories. See, that's why I start on a pure node. I put my factories on pure nodes unless I have no choice because of reasons. Limestone, iron ore, copper, I put my factories on pure nodes, basically. So that I can come back later and, just upgrade them instead of, Okay, this one's got power. And this one has power, and this should be turned off. Yes. So let's hook up this thing here. Hook up the belt. Hey! Blade Runners. And so we're making, once the load balance is done, we'll be making 270 per minute on the rods. So we're going to get that into an industrial storage container, and then do I just make one truck stop? I don't know. I don't know. If it was a train station, I'd probably, I don't know, let's make 2 freight platforms. But, I have to sit here and do this kind of thing and challenge myself. Let me heat up the tea, and then, so we're pretty high up. So we're going to route this down and then build a little tar place, and we got to put a truck stop in. Do I have the mats for it? Yeah. We gooch. So we'll tie it in, and then I got to decide what side do I want to front face. The truck stop. Probably over here. Probably this side. And then we'll just have, I'll have there's a main highway over there. I'll have another one running this way. And then, I'll build off ramps to here, on ramps to there. I can't wait to make my first derived factory, because we're gonna have trucks picking up from 2 places, different paths. Trucks picking up and delivering. Oh, I already have one going, but it's so simple. It's iron ore going to the steel place. And I don't have the big truck unlocked yet. But anyway. So my first derived factory is going to be, what? No, my first derived factory is let's see, that's reinforced plates. Rotors, maybe? Rotors are rods and screws. So screws are done. Rods are almost done. I haven't made the plate factory yet. So if I'm like, hey, let me make a rotor factory. That would be like a derived factory where we're gonna have roads, and I gotta set up. I don't know how I gotta set up the fueling. I was thinking create a gas station and then have a bunch of roads, have a bunch of truck stops so that they don't back up. Have cars and trucks come in to different stalls on the path, on the macro path, to pick up fuel before doing the delivery. Or do I distribute fuel everywhere to all the factories? Do I have a truck distribute the fuel to all the factories? The problem with that is then I would have to put more truck stops at every factory. so to handle the fuel situation. I think it would be better if I created like a gas station or something with multiple, so that I can route all the vehicles through there. And that'd be their first stop. Go there, then go pick up, then go deliver, then come back, fuel up, ba 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 ba. Then I got to deliver the fuel to the fuel station. So right now I just have coal. So there's some 3 normal coal nodes sitting there doing nothing. I may just build a fuel station there. Do I have another MAM running? Give me something frickin' good. 2 minutes on this. Let me go heat up this tea. Okay, okay, okay. We got one that I want. Perfect. Recycled plastic. We want this. The hell? Are you serious? Okay, good. Recycled plastic. That's one of the big 4 that I need for late game. Or later game. Or maybe not late game. I don't know. Okay, we got recycled plastic. Good. That's 1. So we know now the stuff for oil is working. After unlocking oil, we're starting to get... we know we're getting stuff for oil. How do I see... I think this is it. Yeah, must be it right here. You need, yeah, recycled. You need rubber to make plastic. And then there'll be another one where you need plastic to make rubber. That's this one here. That lets me know I have it, that it actually worked when I pulled it. Okay, we're gonna go... Wait, what was I gonna do? 270 per minute. We're gonna make the pickup, well, I guess will be over here. I want to give room for expansion. I think some kind of expansion. So maybe, yeah, maybe here is good enough. And I want to drink this concoction. Ah. Something wrong here? This doesn't look right to me for some reason. Is that really a total of 270 per minute coming out? It don't look right. This should be full. We got a little problem somewhere. I put the wrong belt in somewhere. What's an MK? I do this all the time. What's an MK1 doing here? It's just a, I just make this mistake all the time. Let's check downstairs. Oh. You know what they say, a chain is only as strong as its weakest link. You're trying to go MK3, and one little area you have MK1, you ain't going MK3. There's something's wrong. Where we should be putting out 270 per minute. This line over here should be like consistently full. So we'll let that start coming in. These are all MK3 belts. They better be. Okay. But I do enjoy troubleshooting, so I enjoy finding and I enjoy fixing and finding these problems and fixing them. I think one of the reasons I like this game, because it kind of reminds me of when I was a programmer. I was a computer programmer. I'm talking business applications, not like, business applications. I started in, the actual programming at work, official, probably started in 1981. And went all the way up through like 2003, 2004. So late 70s. I was already going to like the junior colleges to get like an AA degree or whatever in data processing. Mid to late 70s, we weren't on terminals yet. In college, so we were using cards. We had to buy like cards, and every line of code was on. You type it into a machine, and it punches holes in a card, and that's one line of code. And they have to run the whole program through a card reader to run the program. So I go back far when it comes to programming. This is starting to look a little better. You make one mistake on a card, it's going to bounce out on the compile. You got to retype that card. Just a typing error or something, let alone logic problems. Okay, let's go downstairs and find a good espada. To bring down the rods, get it a little closer to the ground. This isn't bad, and then we just build a ramp, I guess. Or I could bring it down all the way to the ground, I guess. Build a platform. I'm not sure what the right way to go. This save is, there's a lot of discovery on the save because we're really going to be trying to attempt to push vehicles, to move stuff between factories. And then I need to leave room for, like, if I want to add more truck stops, I need to leave room for that too. We'll start with 1. Screws, I have 3, but on these other things, I think we'll start with 1. And see how that goes. Because like I said, I mean, each truck station uses 20 megawatts. I'm still on frickin' coal powered. So here we're going to do something like anything to do with roads and truck stations. I'm going to go with, we're going to go with tar. I like the asphalt. I like this anyway. It doesn't use plates, but it does use more concrete. So it's gonna, I think it's gonna be something like this, and let's get this into, we got to get a storage container first. I go this way. Something like this, something like this. And the truck stations have 2 inputs, so we could, like, we could double the throughput by having these containers here. Now, there was a time when I would bring down rods and I would stuff them in like maybe 10 of these chained together to buffer them. And so, just, okay, let's see how this goes. So once this is done, since I have the screw factory ready, I would rather make reinforced plates, but I don't have the plate factory ready. But I could make a factory for rotors. And really get the trucks going. Between screws to the rotors, this to the, get the gas station going. So I think I want to kind of do that, before worrying about plates and stuff. I just want to see how if this thing's going to kind of work. And it would be fun to, I want to see more vehicles. I can't. One of the things I'm looking forward to here is when I'm working. I want to see vehicles going around while I'm still working on the game. I want to see just vehicles going and going. The cart. There's the other vehicle unlocked in the MAM. It doesn't hold as much, but you know, just to have different vehicle types going around would be interesting. I got to see when I unlock the big vehicle. I don't know when that is. Okay, let's go. Give me something good. We got the recycled. That's going to be used later. I could use HOR or diluted fuel right now. Polymer, what? Like what? Wait. What is this? This isn't the HOR recipe, is it? This is a polymer resin recipe. This is not the HOR. This is if you want to make resin. Hey now. Hey now. This is polymer resin. So the only thing that's even close... Hey, interesting. Hey now. Pipes and reinforced instead of, well... How many per minute? 3? I don't know. I need those pipes. Those pipes are going to be used for statters. Going to be used on an alternate recipe for encased beams. It's going to be putting a lot of pressure on the pipes. And I could just make modular frames with rods and reinforced. So this ain't that great either. These all suck. Why would I want it? Why would I want this? I want the one where you make heavy oil residue as the main thing. Which actually is made in a... I don't know. No, that is a refinery. Why would I want to make so much resin? I got to pick this because these two are so bad. And what about this? What's the other one? These are like... These are kind of... These are just used for unlocks. I don't know. Maybe there's something where I'll need a lot of resin. I don't know. Don't know why I would do that. Okay, let's do another one. The reason I so concerned about this is because I don't like hunting for hard drives, to be honest with you. And that's even with monster aggression turned off, I don't like it. Some people love it. Truck stops are nothing like train stations. How's it going, Uriel? Thanks for coming in. You don't name it. You don't use an interface to tell a vehicle to go here. You have to drive the path. It is going to be, really, you know. That looks straight. Doesn't that look straight? I had to decide to do this, didn't I? Why is that like... I'm like, hey, you know, I've done trains already. Okay. I mean, this has got to line up. I did that. That didn't work. I did that. That didn't work. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, let's go upstairs and tie the rods in, and we need power for this thing. And so the direction, I guess, will come from this side. We don't want vehicles going like this to each other. So I need to have directional. I think. Gotta make some kind of decision on that. And this is nice and open. I could build it like an on-ramp or something. I guess. I think 2 meter is the most I would go. I think 4 meter is going to be a problem. I don't know. This is so, like, I don't even know, man. Like, well, I gotta, like, I'm not gonna do any ramping until I see where my roads are. My grid, and, I mean, it ain't even gonna be a grid. I need to see where, like, I need just enough I need roads, I need big highways that I can connect into. And as long as I could drive, I don't want to drive on the dirt and stuff. So I want to have highways with off-ramps and on-ramps and ramps, on-ramps and off-ramps to the factories too. Something like that. Press Alt, press and hold Alt, and then roll your mouse button. The roller on your mouse button. Hold down Alt and roll the mouse button. Let's get rods coming down, then we got to put power into there. Oh my god, dude. It's one of the things that'll keep me, thank you, no problem. Any questions, you know. Can't promise I will be able to answer everything, but doesn't hurt to ask. There was a time when, I mean, I remember when I didn't know about it. And when I first found out that, oh my god, there's, you know, there's all these other bars I can use to put stuff on. I didn't know right away about it. I thought, well, this is all we have. Even though it says 1 on there, then I should assume, oh, maybe there's more. Okay, 20 megawatts for every truck stop. Let's get the rods going, and we're pretty much, I mean, that was like, we're done with the rod factory. If I want to make a derived factory right now, trying to use vehicles, I'll make a rotor factory. And, but then I need to work on, I need to think about the fuel situation. Yeah, I have a screw factory and now I have a rod factory. I haven't made the official plate factory yet. Did we pop? 3 minutes on that. Let's start tying this stuff off. There's a good chance I'll be streaming tonight because I have to kind of keep myself awake, kind of thing. Waiting for people to come back. Okay, that's one side. So not bad. I mean, we're going to be matching the belt speed here. It's a good start. No green line? Huh? I don't think it's going to be straight. Or maybe it is. Okay, 270 per minute going down. What happened here? I can't live with myself if I leave that. Not that I'm that much of a stickler, but Jesus. It's just too glaring. I gotta come over one. Even I have some standards. Once in a while. There we go. I just couldn't live with myself if I let that go. It wouldn't really matter because this stuff, these belts here are going to get removed when I expand out. I'll be adding more constructors here, so these will get removed anyway, so I mean it's really no big deal. Come on, give me something good. Bio coal, they're trolling us with this. They're trolling us. I'm looking at the beacons because maybe this will come in handy for nuclear. 7.5, 10 per minute. I mean, if I'm going to use the alternate recipe for nuclear that uses beacons to create 0.6 rods instead of 0.4, maybe this is a thing. The current, and then we get away from crystal oscillators. Wait. No, we would be using crystal oscillators. We get away from wire and cable. I kind of have no choice. I just got to pick, like, I got to take that. Biomass into coal, I mean, seriously. And then concrete, I mean, I don't need to make, like, I just need a pure limestone node. It's all I need. So I'll take this. This may come in handy later. Next. I think you can get away with what I'm doing, putting a MAM down, deleting it, because I have a MAM at my base. So there's one there. Let's go downstairs, see what's going on. I'm getting kind of hyped. I want to make a factory, and then I want to run, I want some vehicle action going. We already got one vehicle over there, but he's just delivering iron ore to a steel site and then just coming back. That's kind of a major artery, north-south. I've got another one over here that's pretty high up. That's going to be one of the east-west arteries. Then I'll probably put another one over here. I don't know. There's going to be a lot of discovery when it comes to vehicles. You could just, you know, if you want to build factories and, like, you have other good options, you know. If you want to build separate factories for stuff and then bring things together. All the way down to, you can build a nice, you know, even locally, if you want, you could build a nice conveyor belt system between the factories. If you know, that's fine, if that's what you want to do. Of course, my last build, even between factories, I used trains. Even between factories, within a biome, I use trains. I want to do something different this time. And I don't want it, I mean, my rule for myself is no conveyor belts between factories. But that's only a rule for now. You know, conveyor belts between factories within a biome, you know. Why is that such a bad thing? It's not. It's not. There's some people that make it look really pretty too. They give it this really good industrial look as they wrap up, you know, their conveyors. They almost hide it. They make it look like really, really neat, you know. So me visually just looking at like stacks of conveyors running around is unappealing. But there are people that do it, and then they actually make it look very good. You don't even see the conveyors per se. But in the real world, if you have a town that's producing a lot of stuff, you know, they're going to be using trucks to move stuff around. So I'm just trying to kind of emulate that a little bit. And then longer distances, trains. So we're probably going to front face like a huge train stations over here at the edge of the biome, something like that. I just want to know what it's like to have a bunch of trucks and cars driving around. And, you know, are they going to, you know, I already know I don't want to record a path where they're coming at each other like this. That's not good. But what if I have a car going this way and I've got one coming in, merging on? It's kind of crossing or coming over. It's kind of crossing the path. What happens if those two cars meet like this way instead of this way? This way. Is one going to pause automatically to let the other one go by? Or are they just going to crash into each other? There's no signals. There's no path blocks and all that kind of stuff like we have with trains. And I haven't even bothered to ask about, like, cross. You guys want me to start playing and streaming Lost Ark? Is that what you want? Yeah, oh, hey, I like that icon. Where'd that come from? That's cool. I wonder how much, like, have they added more, like, story content to Lost Ark, or do they just keep adding, like, dungeons and stuff? I don't know. Okay. Screws, rods. I need to think about a gas station. Fuel. And I don't mean fuel from oil, because we're not there yet. Coal as a fuel, which is what's being used over here. Luckily, this guy is delivering iron ore to a place where there's coal because they're making steel. So I'm borrowing some of that coal to use as fuel into the fuel line. See, fuel goes here. And when a truck comes in, if he needs fuel, he'll pick up from here. But I'm not going to route fuel to all these places, so I wanted to build a gas station. Something like that. Perhaps. There's 3 normal coal nodes over here. I was thinking about building out like a gas station with several ports coming in. See, something like that. And all vehicle pathing starts there. So they pick up gas first. Then go pick up, deliver, and then come back and pick up gas. Something like that. And these 3, hello. These 3 coal nodes are normals. So I would probably leave them for dead if I didn't use them for something like that. I don't know where they are. Okay, there's a screw factory. They're right here next to it. 1, 2, 3. So what if I built, and I need a major highway to tie into. There's 3 truck stops right there for screws. I could make this like part of the major highway since this is already here. And it's a pretty good location. And just string it down this way and string this one this way as needed. So since this is already here, I just need to make it like a 5-lane. Just add on to this and then go this way, this way. The fuel station has to have a ramping tied into this one. So, and then bring it over there. Rods are over here. You going to sleep, Login? Is that what you're saying? Build this out here. Come over here. I could come over, I could tie in, build 5-lane going this way because we're going to need that anyway. Extend this way. This area here I'm going to need to build like a multiple truck stops. It's because I didn't stream for so long. That's
what?
Why. Hey
What?
now. Hey now. I didn't stream for so long, you would have been acquiring points. But those are pretty cheap, those sound alerts, so you're just not being like, you know. You gotta spend wisely. You're gonna, that's your walk-on sound. So your walk-on sound's gonna go away. You're gonna be able to have a walk-on sound. Come on, baby. Give me something good. Please, 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 please. Recycled rubber. Bingo. Ooh, I do like this, but we gotta do this. We have recycled plastic. We going with the recycled rubber. The other one can wait. The alloy ingots were... This is going to be... This is good. This is good, but I want this. Thank you. Okay. Next. Now we need the... we need diluted fuel, heavy oil residue. And then we Gucci on the everything for oil. 1, 2. I could make this kind of just part of a... So it's like 1, 2. I'll have to add another one because this is a truck stop. So we need to build this out even more. Just think once I put like lights down and stuff, railings. One, 2, 3, 4. This is a huge road. And this is a truck. This is coming in to pick up. So this ends... One, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to be using a lot of concrete, boys. 250. I don't know how that works. Oh, when you raid people, everyone in your channel gets channel points? I mean, they removed hosting, which is kind of like... So they're trying to motivate people to raid others, I think this is the thing. Okay, this is a truck stop, so... there should be some kind of indicator here that this is fuel or something. Like this? No, not, I mean, that's an indicator that this is like for drop off and pickup, you know. This is not a main road. This is for drop off and pickup. Here's the main road. So we want to go, if it's 5, well, let's see, how does this go again? The one here is going to be solid, like this. Like that. So this is going to be one of those main arteries, like east-west. And then we'll scatter like this is going to be, I mean, obviously it's like this. And then this is like this. Just put occasional. I'm gonna have to make a lot of color cartridges. I don't really do a lot of this stuff. There's some pretty, I mean, they've done, like, there's a lot of stuff they added that I don't even ever use. That's going to change this time. So yeah, this is drop off, pick up for screws. I gotta hook it all together somehow, but I need a, definitely I think the best thing to do is create a fueling station with multiple truck stations. And then everyone starts there. Everyone starts there. The first one we're gonna hook up is gonna be screws and rods. So here's screws right here. And then, but here's 3 truck stops. So what do? Bring a truck into here, attempt to pick up. Bring that same truck here, attempt to pick up. Maybe I do all 3. Because maybe some are empty or something. And I'll have more than one truck doing the same, loading the same path. So maybe I'll have them come in, try to pick up here, try to pick up here, try to pick up here, then go deliver to the rotor factory. So we want to make a rotor factory first, since we've got screws and rods at truck stops. But I got to have a fueling station. And for now, we got these 3 coal nodes here doing nothing. So let's... And how do you on-ramp? If you want to come this way. Is cross-traffic okay or not? If it's not, I got to build a bridge to come over and merge onto this lane. You know. Like an, you know, just like a regular thing. You know, like a regular thing. You don't cross when you're on a freeway. You don't cross. You know, you come over on an overpass. I might have to create an overpass so that there's no cross traffic coming through here. I don't know. Your space elevator's built here? I don't know if I have to build an overpass or not, you know. Well, we do have roundabouts for trains. And we have signals for trains so that we don't have collisions. Vehicles is kind of like, it's almost obsolete because trains are so good. I'm trying to do the save with a lot of vehicles within the biomes. And then what happens when you get this kind of situation? They're going to go bump. We're going to go bump. That's what we do. That's how we handle it. No problem. Okay, so I'll probably build out this way. And I mean, I could build an on-ramp onto here, but I don't know how cross-traffic's going to work. That's really my, concern is if I merge onto a road and there's another vehicle coming this way, there's a vehicle smart. You know what I should do? I should test it. I should test it. I should get some vehicles going on a test track, which I already have anyway. And get enough of them going on 2 recorded paths to see what happens when they, are they going to wait? I should test it. I don't want to go ask for help. You know what I mean? We might as well test it and see. Okay, let's check the map. Because if they crash, then I got to build, overpasses. Or what is it called? Transition. Come on. Bad. Don't care. Wait, do I need automated wiring for anything? Like on a permanent basis? Motors? God, these are just like... I need the heavy modular frame recipe that uses concrete. That's what I need. No, high-speed connectors I need for... there's going to be an alternate recipe for high-speed connectors for electromagnetic control rods on nuclear. So I'm going to need that for those. So I have no choice but to pick this. Yikes. We got to do a test, I think. Make some tractors. And I want them to cross this way and see what happens. Might as well do it here since I'm kind of planning on building a road here this way anyway. So I'll have a vehicle come here, go over here, come back here, go over here, and then loop around. And then I'll have a vehicle here that just goes here, cuts over here, and then just does a turn, just does a loop here, here, here. And I need fuel for both of these. So let's go get go grab some coal. It's the only fuel I have right now. When I first started playing this game, I started in the green area because that's what the game tells you to do. Kind of, for new players. And I always had this vision that, like, I want to build I want to replicate, a city. Even down to, like, having parking lots with cars parked in there. and then having streets with cars going around, moving goods around. And I never did it. I never realized it. Because once I got into trains, I realized the power of trains. And just kind of vehicles became like just a non-factor. So with this save, what can is it, can I do it? Replicate like a city. Factories, vehicles, trucks, moving that stuff around between factories, and then end products or whatever being moved to the edge of the city to be picked up by trains to go to other parts of the map. Instead of just having trains everywhere. My previous save was just nothing but having trains everywhere. This test would be easier to do over on my other road because I already got fuel coming in for it. That's what I'm thinking. It would be easier to do it over there. I've already got a consistent fuel supply coming in. I'll leave this here because this is all going to be needed anyway. Let's run over there. How many of these can I make? 10, 5, 5. Yeah, I already have a truck stop, and I could use that. Hey, is that a pink? That's 5 power shards. Thank you very much. There's so many slugs in this on the map, you don't have to worry about nothing. Yeah, I'll reuse that that road to do what I want to do. And then we got a truck stop that's got fuel coming in automatically. Be much easier. I'll just build a little ramp off of that main line. Well, since I'm here, I have passive mode turned on. There's my first truck delivering iron ore over to this other plant that's making steel, beams and pipes. Just to kind of get by. I'll be reusing that. We'll be scaling this up big time over here. But I got to decide, do I want to make it a pipe and beam plant, or do I want to just make it an steel ingot plant? And then make other plants from here that are pipe and beams. Because there's some steel ingots themselves have some value. I know there was one alternate recipe I already got that uses them. Here's a truck stop that's getting fed a fuel line in it. So we might as well reuse it. And then this guy can get involved in my experiment too, possibly. So path recording will start here because we'll go to the fuel first. And I'll seed the truck with a little bit of fuel. Then we still want to abide by the rules of the road. But I need cross traffic. Is what I need. I think I can... You can't ride along in vehicles. Another thing that's bad about vehicles. But I think I would need to get in... If I want to turn off this visual, I think I would need to get... Do I have to get into the vehicle or in a vehicle to turn off this visual? But anyway, we'll leave it there for now. So I think I'm going to create some trucks and just have them come across. Loop around. And then create some more over here. To go over here and like turn around, come back. Hoping we get some kind of cross traffic thing going. All the while, we'll be obeying the road rules. But we're just going to have cross traffic coming like from the sides kind of thing. Whoop. Let's try this. And yeah, he needs to stop here and pick up. He just needs to stop here and interact. This is unload, so we're not going to be picking up any of this. What we're going to be getting is the fuel. Is the fuel coming in fast enough? I don't know. Okay, we'll give a little seed fuel. And, I don't know. How's it going, Moon Raven? Okay, oh, frick. No! Oh, I should let this guy... I should have just... You know what? What if I just... No, I need to let the auto thing do it. I don't know, like, I don't want to just put this guy here and let them, like... I need to emulate real. I'm terrible at driving. Wait a minute. I'm not even recording a path. Hey, how come he couldn't go? I gotta record a path. Did he pick up gas? Yeah, he did. He picked up gas. Okay, we go like this. Luckily, you don't have to be straight and all that. The game is, I guess, generous. Can I go now? I guess. Okay, we're going to come around here, and then, you know, we're still obeying the rules. Let's come back around here. We got to get to the finish line. That's what we're looking for. Okay, that's complete. I don't know what this guy's going to do. Enable autopilot? Is he going to figure out what to do? Okay. Damn, I didn't do that. I didn't drive like that. We want to get these guys to cross each other. And I got to add more vehicles then, too. Oh, did he slow down? Oh, I missed it. I don't know if he slowed down or not to avoid collision. See, they're going the same direction. They should, like, wait for each other. Yeah, that was bad recording there. That was really bad. I should redo that. The truck don't know what to do. We're gonna delete this path and do a new one. Get in, do this, delete path. We never saved the path anyway to anything. Okay, let's start here. When this game came out, this is how you did stuff. Okay, path completed. Let's enable autopilot and get out of the vehicle. And we may have to add more to that. Oh, I would have to save the path and then add more. How's it going, Foundational? Testing some vehicles. I just need to be able, I think maybe I'll make more tractors for both, for that other path too. Yeah, to me, and then I'm not gonna make any curved roads. They're all gonna be straight. I don't want to deal with it. How many more can I make? I want to try to get these vehicles to kind of cross each other and see if they like what they do. The best way to do that would be forget about this guy because he's going such long distance. Record another path here that comes this way and then comes down here and loops around. How's it going, Black Ghost? Yeah, to me, curves, I'm not going to make curves. Luckily, this thing is so generous on the space. Yeah, I took like 4 months off streaming Black Ghost. Why am I... Oh, are people using blueprints for curved roads? Is that what people are using them for? Well, guys, that little place right there on the ramp, just look what it... I'm out into the ether. Now what? I don't think I want to save, do I? Did you see that? Let's see, Black Ghost, I gotta make you VIP. Okay, you can post links now. Should I do a save? But then maybe come back on a previous one? If save, make a new save? What? It's not going to bring me... Let's just try this and see what happens. I can go back... That's 15 minutes, man. 15 minutes. Actually, let's exit and just come back into the game. See what it does. It's not going to load me out into space like that. Yeah, there's a little ramp. There's a... Why? Like, there's a node there from another path. It gets kind of stuck right there. This game is buggy. I think, you know what? We're going to keep trying this. I'm beginning to wonder... My grand plan of having vehicles going all over the place, maybe... That maybe is not such... Maybe it ain't going to work. Let's do a continue off that save and see what happens. It should respawn me or something. Nope. Uh-oh. Oh my freaking God. I'm gonna die right here. Let's go 805. It's just there's only one path there. Where to put me? Oh, crap. We're back to here. I have a pretty long save time set. We got to keep trying this because, dude, I don't want to use trains. I already use them. I'm burnt out on trains. I use them so much. The problem is if I can't get vehicles to work, and I'm not saying, you know, we're going to keep trying. I mean, you know, I'm going to run out of, like, steam, like, wanting to play this game while we wait for the next update 8. One of the reasons I'm doing this is because it's motivating me to keep playing. Having, you know, doing a lot of work with the vehicles. It just got stuck there. It just got stuck. On that little node. I don't know why. We gotta avoid it or something then. look at the difference between trains and vehicles in this game. I mean, you gotta drive the path, record it. I mean, it's really compared to trains. In trains, you name your stations. You just tell it, as long as you've done your thing, just tell the train, go here, then go here, then go here. You don't name your truck stations and then tell your vehicle, go here, go here, go here. You have to record the path. That's really kind of old school. Let's get over here, get a bio break, and then we gotta try this again, guys. It got stuck there, and then it just threw me off the map. It just threw me not even off the map. The whole game just kind of bugged out. Maybe I need to hide the nodes. Does hiding the nodes help stop that problem? I don't know. Before we do this again, we'll make sure to do a save. So, actually, I'll do a save right now so that we're actually here. Bio, and I'll be... We must proceed. Another Fallout's coming. I thought they were going to remaster Fallout 4 or something. You know. If another Fallout's coming, it's not coming from Bethesda, is it? Ha 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 ha. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. My truck got stuck, like, right here. Something. I need to make a truck drive and try to avoid that and see what happens. Let's do this. Come on! No, it's crap. Crap, crap, crap. I don't care about this. These are all... I don't want these. I don't need to make this many plates. Remastering the End of the Forest built on. The CEO says he wants another game made before he retires. Okay. Yeah, I would love... Was it Fallout 4 I heard they were redoing? I would love, like... To me, Fallout 4 is one of the greatest games ever made. And I know there's people, yeah, Fallout 3, New Vegas. I'm like, no, no, no. Fallout 4 has got, like, some of the most amazing ideas. I just don't like running mods, you know. I want all that stuff included as options. You know, I want scrap everything. I want, like, I don't want to have to use so many mods. It gets all mixed up. Dude, this is just bad. Just bad. I'm going to build another little ramp here. I don't know what's going, don't like it or something. You should be able to use the same path. Something's going on here I don't like. There might be a glitch in the map. I don't know. This is 2 meter? I'll bring my truck over here then. And then I'll just use this as a loop. I'll just come straight through here. This guy just keeps going and keeps going and keeps going. I'm going to do another save before I, before I get going on this. So we can have this point. Yeah, that's exactly what we're doing. Making the road a little wider. Hey. We're going to kill that, delete path, and start over. Better not bug out here. Okay, don't be a freak. Oh, crap. I need to save the path on this vehicle. This one up here, I need to save the path so I can load it to another one. Which one is this? I'll wait till he gets up here. I gotta save the path and I'm gonna put more vehicles so we can get more cross action going. Unless it happens right here. Nope. It's all I need right now. Which website is it? Oh, you didn't get the link right. Yeah, no bug in game. Dog, I need to get... God, I need to give VIP to a whole bunch of people. Okay, let's do this. See if we can get another one on that test path 1. Where's load path? Test path 1. Load. Exit vehicle. Enable autopilot. Exit vehicle. Uh-oh. Let's let him go. Make up your mind. Get back. Okay, that's already there. Go! What's this guy's problem? Maybe I need to be closer to the start? Uh-oh, now the other guy's coming in. There he goes. You got to be a little bit, you got to be right where the starting is. Okay, he's waiting. Good. Good. Wait your turn. You were going. Go. Okay, good. So far, so good. I need to create more and load this path. I'll create another one and load the other path. What's this guy doing over here? I just need to get some vehicles crossing each other. I gave up on that. Yeah, you did? Okay, let's create another vehicle and for the other trip, for the other path. And I got to do this low. Oop. I don't want to get in this guy's way. Okay. Load. Iron ore to coal. Load. And I got to come forward a little bit, I think.
When are you gonna get your act together?
Okay, this guy doesn't know what to do right now. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoop, 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 whoop. Where's the starting line? Well, I'm trying to go this way. Oh, he kind of picks up where he left, where he doesn't have to start at the beginning. Okay, we got 2 trucks going on one path and 2 on the other. Okay, good. He's waiting, waiting. It's okay if there's a little bit of, as long as they don't stop, you know, they can jiggle around a little bit is fine. So I got 2 trucks coming up over here and doing a loop, and then 2 trucks coming from over there. That's kind of far away, but... This guy's having all kinds of problems over here. He's bumping into the frickin'... Whoop! Oh, the game is caused... See what the game did? It'll respawn you. It'll respawn you to get you going right again if you keep bumping into something. They're not following my path like you know, they're going like, and if they start bumping in, they eventually will respawn onto a node. Dude, so far I'm feeling like this is going to work. I just need some vehicles to cross each other's path to see if they pause for each other. They're pausing, they're pausing behind each other. But what happens if you have vehicles that want to cross each other's path? And I'm not talking about this way direct. I'm talking about this way on the side. I might have to create another vehicle path, so that's much shorter coming from the other side. Is this guy gonna pause? Up. Oh, he paused. Hey, that's what I'm looking for. He paused. Oh, look at these vehicles. They're like, this guy's doing a wheelie, man. You know, maybe I can make this work. I think so. So far. And I'm going to create another vehicle here. I'm not even going to record the path. I'm just going to have him come in from right here. That'll give us more cross. Problem is I might...
What a noob uninstall.
What a noob. Can I make another one? Those guys are like... So if a vehicle has a path, it can't handle it. Yeah, I know for sure. One thing you don't want to do is head on. I heard the vehicles will stall. So if a vehicle is like getting all mixed up, you know, bumping, I guess the game will eventually say, well, let's find a node on your path and let's respawn you over there. Where's the other one? There's supposed to be two here. Where'd he go? There's supposed to be two vehicles on this short loop. How's it going, Galactic? Hey, what's going on? The other day Minnie was streaming, was that Mod 25? I was lurking in there a little bit. On the big screen. Where's my other vehicle? It disappeared. The game just removed a vehicle, it looks like. I have two vehicles on this short path. It removed the vehicle. How many years? I don't remember. I have no memory of what it is you're talking about, and if I did, I would not be at liberty to say so. I think the appropriate way to frame that question is, how many years did you waste? I think is what you meant, Zell. I should see 4 trucks, and I see 3. That concerns me. Let's make another truck. To respond to the other side of the fuel station. That's what I was thinking. It's just response. It's just, I don't even see it. Unless this frickin' freak got in the way. It's nowhere to be seen. It should have respawned on one of these nodes or something. It's gone. Let's put a note. Let's who knows what happened to it. Let's make another one and try to load it on that path. This is hilarious, dude. Hilarious. Yeah, it was Mod 25. Yeah, I just saw the new zone, but it looked like, to me, it looked like another zone with heroic encounters. That's what, and you know, another zone with heroic encounters. People have been complaining about heroic encounters for 5 years now. And they're still like, you know, talk to the hand. They're so easy to make, we're going to continue to do it. Okay, let's see if we lose this truck. I need a lookout tower here or something. Okay, I've got to keep an eye on these guys. Up. The vehicle waited. Okay, good, good. I'm just concerned about the disappearing vehicle. There should be a total of 4 vehicles. 3, and then there's another one coming back over here. Yeah. The truck, yeah, that's right. The truck should show up on the map. 2, wait a minute. What's this? What's going on over here? Is this where it respawned the tractor over here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What's this thing doing over here? It's up on top of that thing. Yeah, new trial. Oh, there's going to be a new trial. Okay, 80K. Okay, another trial. Well, no skirmish. I mean, you know, a mod. You know, we go back to the old days. A new mod comes out. There's like 3 zones. There's a skirmish you can do right away, like Master of the Hunt kind of skirmish, not a circle, so that we can grind out Master of the Hunt when you're done with your dailies and weeklies. Then you unlock the dungeon. Every mod should, at a minimum, come out with a good skirmish where you're moving from point A to point Z. A minimum skirmish and dungeon. And then the dungeon should probably have 2 levels to it. The skirmish was always that thing that kind of like, well, we did our dailies and weeklies in this first part of the zone. We haven't unlocked the other zone. Oh, Master of the Hunt is there. Let's grind out Master of the Hunt the rest of the day to get stuff. So we grind out Master of the Hunt the rest of the day. A good dungeon that moves through environments. No, your skirmish is your heroic encounter within the zone. Sucks. Guys, that vehicle... Oh, what's that over there? Did our vehicle magically spawn and die over here? Did it run out of fuel? Well, since he's here, or did I place this earlier? Because I want to make a shorter path. I did this. I did this. Whoop. Let's try to bump it up a notch, boys. Oh my God. Get in line, everyone. Hey, I'm recording my path. Get away from me. Well, I just missed it. My path's still recording? I think so, yeah. So we're going to turn here, and then we're going to cross over here. This road shouldn't be so bumpy, you know. Okay. Here's some more action going on. I want to know what happened to that guy that disappeared. That's what I want to know. So far, I'm not seeing any collisions. I'm not seeing any vehicle stalls. Let's see, Diablo Immortal. It would take you Thursday. Yeah, I mean, Diablo Immortal. I mean, it's kind of known, right? that it's just like, forget it, you're going to have to pay money. Yeah, let's just make sure the vehicles are like, they're giving each other the right of way on crossing over. The disappearing vehicle, I'm going to forget about that for now. Look at these things just kind of like derp. Look at him derping all over the place. What's going to happen when I've got all these vehicles crossing the different... I got to turn off the... I wonder if these are causing problem, the waypoints. The paths. Those are okay over there. What's going on with this guy? Oh, yeah, so I was driving him really slow. But as long as they respawn and get back on track, everything would be okay. The point of this is how crooked the... Yeah, and then, yeah, we're worried about Diablo 4, of course. But they were... Did you see the truck fall into the ground and then come back up? Or he came back up? Is that my old vehicle? I still want to know what happened to my vehicle. We got to do a count. Should only be 5. There should be 6, but probably 5. They specifically said there will be no pay to win on Diablo 4. They specifically said that. Guys, I think we can make this work. Imagine, if you will, a network of these roads and upwards of, 30 vehicles going around. Think about that. How's it going? Quiet for me? Quiet for me. I would assume quiet's kind of waiting for the multiplayer for Last Epic, I would think. Oh, that's a game I would like to play again. Yeah, I forgot about Last Epic. Yeah, it's going alright. I was like off for 4 months. I didn't stream for like almost 4 months. So I started like several days ago, and you know how that is. I'm regretting every minute of it. Just kidding. I miss my community. Did you know you're my community? I didn't. They did run an MP test. Yeah, but we're setting up for, we got Diablo 4 beta in March. Something to do. Kind of waiting on Starfield, to be honest. And update 8 on this game. This game for me is always going to be, it's kind of like a secret passion. It's my secret lover, this game. It's not something I want to be like a full-time streamer of. I mean, this is my favorite game to play off stream is this one. This one. I love playing this game off stream. Because there's just a lot of downtime and AFK and... Guys, everyone's working. Yeah, they're popping around a little bit, but they're all working. Yeah, I think Starfield, but Last Epic, I like what they did with the end game gate things or whatever, where you do stuff and then you're unlocking things and getting rewards. The dungeon was kind of really whack so I didn't like how that worked. For me, it was kind of weird, but maybe they're making a bunch of changes on that. But Quiet for me, he did some alpha testing for them. So he's we're not worthy. Quiet's here. And Galactic came in too. We must honor the content creators. Guys, there's no... the big thing is I want to see coming in on the side. They're waiting for each other, it looks like. No collisions. Thank you. Yeah, and you're ARPG, so someone like Quiet for me is really going to have like a year of, you'll be able to, when you get like you need a break from one, you can go to the other. March 17th, we will be playing and streaming, along with 90 million other people, the Diablo 4 beta. And then the next weekend too, when there'll be 200 billion people streaming. Because it'll be free for everyone the next weekend. You may or may not be playing. I played so much D4 already. You'll be ready to go. Guys, Quiet for me, like, he's under NDA, so I'm not going to ask him anything about it, but he already knows everything about the game. Just about. I'm not really big, like, I suck at ARPGs, but, I'll just keep pounding away, kind of thing. Guys, I think I can make vehicles work. As long as... So I don't need to build overpasses. That was the big test. I don't want to have to build overpasses. So they'll... They even had a little collision there, and then the guy stopped and waited. Definitely in the same direction is going good. They're waiting for each other. My big thing was crossing this way. One going this way and one coming in this way. I'm not going to... obviously, I'm going to set these roads up, dude. There won't be any head-on collisions. I think we're going to be okay. Yeah, you got it for free? Yeah, I'm like, you got to have good combat and good animations and all that kind of stuff. But they committed to a launch date, so, hey, Mini-Me, what's up? We were just talking about you. You were in Mod 25 the other... You guy... Your buddy's here, too. Well, I think your buddies. I don't know. I was looking in a little bit of your Mod 25 stuff. But it's on a big screen on a different computer, so it's under a different account. All like relative, all my nieces and nephews, they got all these different Twitch accounts. So
It's time to stop.
Absolutely. Guys, I think it's kind of... I think I can make vehicles work. You guys are close? How close? The area looked good to me, but it just real close. Where's my frickin' toothpick? By the time, I mean, then after a while I looked and I'm like, wait a minute. It's at the end of the day.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Damn, that's expensive. At the end of the day, it's a zone with heroic encounters at the end of the day is what I came to the conclusion after watching you. I'm like, this is just another zone with heroic encounters. Where's the skirmish that's supposed to come with every mod? While you wait to unlock the dungeon. The skirmish, a good skirmish. You move from point A to point Z. Heroic encounters take 1/8 of the time than it does to make a skirmish. That's why that's what they do. There's your skirmish is your heroic encounter. Because they're just cheap bastards. Yeah, Starfield. That's the one I'm gonna hang my hat on Starfield. It'll be good for making videos too, I think. Because there'll be a lot of like just like, I mean, Fallout was good for making videos. Starfield would be good for making videos. Like how does this secret quest do and all this kind of stuff. The problem with Starfield is that they may delay the game again. That's the problem. We don't have a commitment from them on a date. Okay, guys, now I got to go to these vehicles and get in and start turning them off. But I think we're okay. I think we're okay on vehicles. I just no head-on pathing. But it looks like cross paths is working okay.
Let's go!
Let's go! Thank you, Mini Me. I appreciate the sub. Thank you. Zell thinks it's going to launch right away. They are supposed to have... It's not when you... What, Dark? Thank you. Yeah, I was gone for almost 4 months. And I just need to... I need to, balance. Don't stream every day. You know. Just, balance. Balance. That's what I need to do. Now, yeah, I gotta tell myself, don't stream every day. It's okay. Even a few times a week is better than like what I did. For me, I'm like an all or nothing kind of guy, Ladies and gentlemen, we're testing out vehicles in Satisfactory, and I have some good news and a little bit of bad news. One of my vehicles disappeared somehow, but as long as you don't have your vehicle paths going directly into each other, It appears to be going okay. And we had a little bit of a yeet situation earlier. And we're going to ignore that for now, too. Yeah, that's right. I was thinking about something else. I forgot I was talking about Starfield something. Okay, guys, remember, March 17th through 19th, we have the beta for Diablo 4. And that's if you pre-purchase the game. But, Starfield, they're going to have a deep dive, supposedly, for Starfield. And if it's at a decent hour, we'll cover that. I mean, we'll cover the live stream. If it's at, if it's at 3 a.m. my time, that would be, perfect, deep down, and I'm sure Galactic and Minnie probably feels the same way, a part of me just wants, we just want them to just put a knife in that game and just finish it. Just end it, Please put us out of this misery. Just shut that frickin' thing down. But I think they're making money. I really do. The cost to run it, I think, is so low that they're actually making money on it. The same with Star Trek. I think we could move forward with vehicles in this game, guys. Okay, how do I stop all this? Oh God, did I delete the right path? Which vehicle is this? Okay, good. Hey! When you're in the vehicle, it's like no one recognizes you. The path turns off. So that hit was okay. How do I know which path I'm using? Test, that's test, so we're going to delete this path. And then we're going to get out of him and delete that vehicle. The path we want to keep going is the one that's delivering ore to here, because that's actually needed. I want to hide the nodes. Oop. Stop. And hide path nodes. Which path is this? It doesn't show. How come it doesn't show which path I'm using? I thought it would be, I have a little check mark over. Oh, this is the one. This is the one that I didn't even do a save on. I didn't even do a save. Get rid of him. I got to get this down to 2 vehicles that's using this path here. Hold on, Andy. Yeah, this one stays. But I want to hide the path nodes. Good. 2 vehicles moving ore. Okay, it looks like a successful test, guys. 20 OG players will keep the game alive, and someone's spending some money. Plus, it's available on the consoles. So how many, console players load it up, start playing it? Hey, there's not a lot of MMOs or whatever. It's free to play. And then next thing you know, you're spending some money. And then, they got some money from you, and that's Yeah, I mean, at that point, they don't care if you quit. There's probably some, who knows, big spenders that we just don't even know about. Okay, this is looking pretty good, and I think we can move forward with a lot of vehicle stuff in this game. Just need to make good roads with, you know, no, I got to make sure my paths are good, and that's why I'm going to have a lot of directional arrows and stuff on the road. But I don't need to build, like, on-ramps, overpasses. I don't need to build overpasses. That was the big question. Ooh, nice. Removing the path. The blue things makes things look so much better. On a dark desert highway, cool wind in my hair. Look at this, man. It's got some ambiance to it. I feel like I'm out in the middle of nowhere. Just some truckers going by. Some fog rising up. Dust. Daylight's breaking. They're picking up ore from over here, delivering it over there. This is going to be pretty good. Thanks. Thank you, Gail. Do you want to sell? No, I mean, my old account's just kind of like, just vacant. I wouldn't, like, it's just sitting there. 50 stacks of Pres wards. Couple 100 million AD. Thousands and thousands of Zen. It's all just sitting there. I don't sell accounts and stuff like that. I wouldn't know what would happen if I logged in again. I mean, the launcher's uninstalled. They would have to bring back Classic, like a Classic version, and they would have to make a bunch of changes and fixes. And you know, sometimes things just have to have an end, you know. There's no going back for me. And MMOs are just kind of like, you know, I don't know about MMOs anymore. I don't, the frickin'. It's like when Starfield comes out, I think Starfield's a solo play game. I mean, just solo. That way I could just play how I want, when I want. Don't have to count on and don't have all this stuff. Hey, we're doing this tonight. And although that was, you know, there were some good times doing that for sure. Back in the day. We were doing Dragonflight sometimes 8 hours straight. But that was a different time and a different place. We are probably going to end the stream here because I may come back tonight. Because I got to stay up late tonight. So I need to kind of keep myself occupied. So I think we're going to break here, go for a good workout. And, yeah. Oh, yeah, I don't, yeah. Yeah, that's right, Zell. Yeah, thanks, Andy, for coming in. Yeah, let's just end it right here. There's a very good chance I'll come back tonight to just do a bunch of stuff, and I might as well start up the stream. Thank you guys for coming in today. Just going to leave it there. Thank you. So many. Nice to see you guys.
Hey now.
Galactic came in. Minnie came in. Quiet for Me came in. We got the regulars. We got Pest Dummy. I don't know what category to put Pest Dummy in, so he's just kind of over here on his own. Thanks, Ka. Okay, hope to see you guys again in the future. I had a good time. I hope you did. And I know. Don't like I know. Okay, I know. Like this gaming, this if you don't play this game, I don't see how you would like to watch someone stream it. Okay, I know. And I prefer playing this game off stream, to be honest with you. I just don't have anything else that I would want to stream right now. That's going to change this year. Okay? That's going to change this year. We got some stuff I know you're going to play too. You know, you're going to play too. 99.9% of the people that come into my Satisfactory streams do not play this game. I understand. I'm not, you know, I'm dumb, but I'm not stupid, okay? Thanks, Mini-Me. Thanks, Quiet. I just want to see all those trucks flying around. Okay. Thanks, Nick. Thank you guys for coming in, and hope to see you again in the future. If you haven't already, make sure to go follow Mini-Me. Go follow Quiet for Me for their streams as well in the future. Thank you guys. Have a great day.